Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. Now, I do want to say this episode does not have any commentating in it. It has like literally little to none. It's just me talking about just stuff, like just life topics, just stuff like that in general. It's just a whole bunch of topics. It's like a podcast, basically. One of you guys, actually, a couple of you guys actually wanted this type of style of video, and I want to say, okay, fuck it. I guess I'll do it. And also, I'm just tired. So, but if you don't like that type of podcast, type of feel, don't watch the video. Just like and then click off. Go watch one of my other videos, or whatever. If you've already seen them all, then just wait till tomorrow, I guess. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys really do enjoy the video, and love you. Minecraft music. I can never get over it. It's just so fucking good. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get that into here. I will want to apologize ahead of time, and oh, this is very loud. Hold on, let me turn that down for you guys. Okay, I do want to apologize, um, in advance that I have a headache, and I did a lot of work today, and I'm just feeling really not myself. So this video will probably be short, and I kind of want to just kind of go in and do whatever the fuck I want. I did a little bit of extra stuff. You probably just saw a little sneak peek of it. I've been working, like working. I mean, not entirely. I've done like some stuff. So, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, yeah, we did this. So, I moved all of the stuff from the starter house up into here, and I have a little ladder going up. And I really like this spruce log and cherry oak wood combo. It's really coming together. And the only thing that I really need to do right now is get a lot of I need to get a lot of cherry wood. But we're gonna have to go make a trip back down to the trees and go mine them all down. And speaking of trees, I do remember that I have some cherry saplings. So I think what I was going to do here is actually I was gonna go plant some, and we can have some cherry trees right next to our house, or maybe beneath our house. Ooh, imagine that. Imagine if we have a cherry tree here, and it kind of like the vines can like go around the house. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. Oh, that would be so sick. Oh, we could totally do that. Hell yeah, definitely. Now let's have a little spud farm right here. I mean, it's kind of frozen over, but um, it's okay. I should probably put a torch down next to that. I do have torches. Okay, cool. Look, I guess yeah. Um, but yeah, we found Dave. Dave is back. He's chilling somewhere over there. What if you guys said, why don't I just put a lead on him and so on? Well, Dave is just a natural, good old fox guy, you know? He doesn't deserve to be locked up or anything of that, so he's just a natural, good old fox. He doesn't need any of that. Plus, he's with his mate. He's having fun. You don't, I mean, it's kind of like the same thing with dogs. You don't really need to always keep them chained up and shit. As long as you just train them and let them know, like, dude, it's okay. You don't have to run all the time. Then, like, they're fine. Like, I've had like 2 or 3 dogs, and I've trained them all to where they don't have to. They don't have to be on a leash. I've literally walked all of my dogs like without a leash, and people get so scared. They're like, "Oh my gosh, oh your dog, it's not on a leash." I'm like, "Dude, it's fine. He's friendly. He doesn't matter." Like the only time I've actually seen my dog or my dogs in general get like angry is whenever like I just don't notice someone and or whatever. So they get very protective. So in a way, like I remember one time, when I was a kid, I was playing basketball at the at one of the courts, and there was this guy that was just walking up slowly behind me, and my dog that was just chilling like on the corner of the court. He was just chewing on a bone, and then he just started barking and growling at the guy, and my dog went up right next to me, and as I turn around with the ball, he's just there. He was like maybe like 10 to 20 feet away from me. And if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for my dog, I don't know what would have happened there. Um, but I gotta say, like, dogs are fine. I mean, as long as you train them well, you don't really have to worry about it. It's kind of sick to see the amount of people who just, like, think chaining up a dog and just expecting it to completely understand everything you say, and it just does it. I mean, like, yeah, you are quote unquote master or whatever, but it's not exactly like that at all. It's just they have feelings too. Can't say that they don't. They're so polite and gentle, and if for the people who beat their dogs and do all that, I hope the worst for you. I don't wish death, because living is far worse than letting it to be free from eternal pain. But I just, it is makes me really infuriating. To even just see it. Oh, look at our house. Oh, look at it. It's coming along. I mean, it looks kind of weird because you don't have any support or anything. But hey, you know what? It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. I don't know if I kind of want to. I don't know. We'll see. Let's build the whole thing first, and then we'll make adjustments. Because I was gonna say, I don't know if I really fully want that to be like just. It looks kind of like out of place. It looks like I'm building a giant mansion on top of like a fucking needle point. You know. But let's just wait until it gets fully built, and then I'll start doing critics and stuff like that. And also, I love that the shaders is working on the tiny little petals that's right here. That is so specific. It's so cool. I also thought about adding a mod pack that makes the mobs like little sheeps and shit. It makes them a little bit more lively instead of it just being a regular cube with legs that move as an animation, which I think would be really nice to have. It just brings a little bit more life into the game, and I can really show, you know, Davey, hey. Every single time I think of Dave, I just think of Davey from GTA 5, and Michael going, Davey, what's up? Every time. But yeah. For dogs, I'm not a big dog person either. I'm more of a cat guy myself. But I can't like fully say one's better than the other. Like if someone tells me like, oh, which one? Can't really put one because they're both have their own same values, I guess. I mean, they both still have emotion. They're both like are great company, great pets, and they will be your best friend if you treat them right. But cats can really show you more of affection and stuff like that. And they're a lot more calm. They're not as like much to take care of than they are with dogs. If you raise a dog from like puppy, you have to potty train them. You have to do like all this shit. When in reality, for like cats, all you have to do is just pick them up and show them the litter box, and that's it. That's literally all you have to do. And it's like a lot of people overthink and don't really realize that like cats aren't a horrible demon fucking creature. They are very chill, very docile. And if they aren't, then that just means that the people that they've been with have just treated them like shit. I'm telling you now, like, it's the same thing with kids. You always see kids so happy, so full of joy, and so on. And yet, you just can't be mad if you're a kid. You can't be mad at a kid in general for him just wanting to be happy, or her. It's just, that's how it is. If they want to do whatever, you know, I mean, I'm not saying let them do it, you know, I'm just saying let them have fun. If they want to have fun, and if you don't think what that thing is fun, so be it. Just leave. And what I'm trying to get at this is a weird branch. But kids, they are so full of joy, and they have so much fun with whatever, that they don't know hate. They literally, hate is not a born thing to have. And it is just an overall societal like thing that they show kids. Oh, okay, we're gonna put a pause to the topic. I don't have my shield. Oh wait, I do have my shield. Oh, rah, rah. Do it. Bam, bam. Oh yeah, look at me go. Dude, look at me. I am so fabulous. Let's eat a little spud. Okay. Yeah, back to what I was saying. And a kid just doesn't show any hate or any anger or anything of that until it is shown. Um, whenever they see that, and I mean, kids and like other babies of just in general, Mother Nature, they always learn from parents, or family, or just society in general. As a societal area, they learn from others that, or they're just naturally born with it. Um, but I mean, most times they're not naturally born with it. Like it's only special creatures really that do it. Um, and so with cats, they will only really be fucking mean as hell when they're around people who are mean to them. Um, I know that because one of my friends had a cat that was just vicious. It was fucking just always angry. It didn't want to do shit. Fuck you, creeper. Um, and it just didn't like, just did not fucking like people, no matter who touched it. And it they after a while they kind of showed him that, hey, it's okay, like you don't have to always be angry all the time. And I mean, it was then like later, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. It was then always just the most like docile cat I've ever seen, because then I then realized, hey, not all people are bad. um and it's crazy what kindness can do. And the amount of hate that I see in the world. And I'm gonna go on a political topic here that I know a lot of people might really turn away from my channel from. And honestly, I don't really. I mean, I care, but I don't care. If you're gonna get so mad over me having a topic and an opinion, then being honest, I don't really want you here anyway. Um, I love all people, and I'm, I'm blunt. I'm very blunt. I'm a very blunt person, but I just I like people, I love people, and I'm blunt for a reason, and I want you to know, like, I'd rather you know the truth than have it be sugar coated. And that's not the fucking political topic that I was gonna go at, but literally, it's just there's so much hate going on. There's so many people who just fucking make opinions and assume, and whenever you assume, you make an ass out of yourself and another person. It's just, it really makes me frustrated. It's to the point where, why? Like, just step back for a second. Why is there so much hate? Why do you have it? It's like, you've really got to figure it out, because if not, you're gonna be this hateful person your entire life. You will always be it. If you were gonna constantly make an assumption based off of a statement that someone says, or you get really mad over it, or whatever, I mean, it could make you frustrated, but maybe take back for a second and understand their background and as to why they may have said that. Because for me, what I did with that family member, right, I may have not talked to them anymore, but I did understand and go, they were probably raised that way. They were probably raised to go say, hey, don't like black or colored people. Yeah, I don't like them. In general, they don't really know a full reason why to. It's just that's why they know it. And that's where I was going to go back and I'm going to root that back to the evolutionary, thing with children, is they don't know hate, right? It's the same thing here. They just grew up knowing that, hey, colored people they're bad. It's so sad to see, and that's why I usually try. Sometimes I mean most times I try to kill everything with kindness. There's so much hate in this world, and it's a good thing and bad thing, because what that builds, it builds character development, and it also, hate tends to kill, and when things die, less pollution, and we're really not taking care of our planet right now. I mean, we're doing more than what we did in the past, but I mean, right now it's still bad, but we're doing more, and so having less people around means less pollution. Um, so I mean, it's just like it's a really good even. It's a really good even. How do I put it? Pendulum, I guess. I don't know. It's a scale. It's pretty even. It kind of evens out. Um, what that I think is weird, continuously talking about a pendulum, is um, the way that you will constantly see things in history of one thing being um immediately like how do we put it? Remember like how way back then just gay people they were immediately thrown into mental institutions because you were just fucking crazy and so on. Um and you know, it was just you were horrible or whatever, and now that is put into a way different perspective. Um, Entirely different, especially in the last like 4 to 5 years. And then like back then, colored people were just not treated the right way at all. Um, and then, so I mean, but look at it now. We all are equal. We all have our own rights. We all not our own rights. We all have rights in general. Like we have the same rights. Um, and so I mean, like the pendulum change is absolutely crazy. It just happens naturally in history. Once society likes to obsess and like one thing, they slowly like to hate that thing into later on in the next like 10 to 20, 30 years. And it's the same thing in like clothing over the past couple of years. Back then, remember that's why you always see people in dresses, especially women. And you always saw guys in really nice suits and so on. And then look at it now. You don't see many guys in suits. The only time you see guys in suits is if they're following their religion or they're just going to a really nice event. But back then, it was very standard for you to at least have some trousers and um, or just something in general. That was your daily wear. But look at it now. We have women that are in very skin tight clothing, that or they are in a very short dress or whatever, and it's very different. I mean, especially in guys now, a lot of guys just wear. There's a lot of different styles, but you don't ever really see any tuxedos or anything of that. And it's kind of hard to really put a standard. How do I put it? A standard style for guys because I mean, there's so many people in the world that you can't really like have a general style for men. And this is the same thing with women. But it's it's an interesting thing to where like back then, I mean, like medieval ages, there weren't very dresses back then. If you had a dress, you were filthy rich. If I remember this correctly, I could be wrong. And if you, I mean, you just had like regular shorts and just a little bit of a baggier shirt. It's just crazy seeing the pendulum change in history. It affects most things in human life and history, and just in general, than what most people think it actually does. And it's crazy how much the world like changes when you look at it from um, just an outside perspective and not being so focused in on society and what you're doing in that exact moment. You just take a second, go out onto your front porch or whatever early in the morning, watch the sunrise come up with either tea, coffee, I don't know, whatever nice beverage. If you would just make like bagels or something like that earlier on in that morning or make it on at night. And then if you were to just sit there and just think in general about life, think about space, think about people, just think, sit there, explore your mind. You don't always have to be dug straight into your phone or the internet or whatever topic you're doing. I mean, for me right now, it's F1 racing. I am obsessed with F1 racing. And it wasn't until this morning that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill. And at like 6 a.m., I just went out in my backyard, laid down in my freshly cut grass, and stared off into space with a water bottle next to me. I just sat there and thought for like an hour. I just went back inside and then kind of carried on with my day. And it does so much to your brain, actually. I mean, just in general, in your thought process. It does a lot. It opens up your mind. It lets you be a little bit more open, and you tend to take things a lot more things with a lot more consideration. So whenever someone's mean to you, you kind of, and you also tend to be a bit more accepting. So whenever someone's mean to you or whatever, you just kind of sit there and go, "Oh, okay." And it doesn't really affect you as much. It's like it's a way of meditation. And a lot of people who think that meditation doesn't work, it does. It does. It's not, and it's not the standardized thing that a lot of people do think. It's not going hum or anything of that. No, meditation can be literally fucking what I just said. You sit there in your own thoughts and you just try to feel, you connect, you do whatever. If you need to wear earbuds, if you're in a city or whatever, if you want to just have whatever that is, all right, do it, but don't play any music. If you're gonna play music, have it just be like white noise. Literally, have it be white noise, pink noise, whatever. Just want to sit there and chill. It eases your mind so much, and whenever that happens, whenever you have just such an eased mind, you tend to be so much less like aggravated. You don't have as much hate, and not so full up of yourself. It's just whenever you can sit down and chill, and you're not so flustered up with feelings and so on, it really eases things out. And you don't really have to be so scared and worried and all that all the time. It's crazy how the mind works, and society in general, and I just can't stop fucking thinking about it, gotta be honest. It's just been one of those things that's been pushing on, and I find it funny that I said I have a headache, and I'm tired, and here I am just rambling and playing Minecraft. I find it funny, and I haven't given like barely any commentary at all. Sorry, I just kind of went on a whole fucking rant. But we really got to finish that, and then I want to at least try and put on a roof, quote unquote. I don't really know what style I'm wanting to do here. What style of... Oh, wait, no, that's bees. Okay, we'll leave you. I don't really know what style of roof I'm going to do. I don't know if I want to do like a pointy, like shaped roof, or do I keep it flat and kind of like put like a decorative thing on it, or do I make it like an archway? Like, do I make it arched? I don't know. Just give me ideas. I'm just gonna get the resources for it, and you guys let me know. I don't know what I don't know what to do. If you guys don't, it's okay. I'll probably settle it on myself. That, or I'll just get a little spinner and we'll just see whatever the spinner lands on. But I'm gonna go ahead and just continue mining down all these trees and replacing them, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and make my walk back, but I do want to talk about a couple of things, because I'm going to end this episode off a little bit early. And what I was gonna say is that the things I was talking about back then that were very controversial, I mean, those were just events, and I was comparing and contrasting. I wasn't really taking any sides, and if it appeared that way, I'm sorry. I was just stating in general. And I don't think my real opinion may come out ever. I was just stating what I've seen. These are almost all of them are facts. Like that I can pretty much back up myself. But am I going to? No, because that's a lot of effort and all that for someone that I don't know, and it's just on the internet. So, like, that's just that. And then also another thing I want to say is join my streams. I stream kind of often-ish now. I've streamed like 4 to 5 times this week. Sometimes it's me just racing. You can see what I'm talking about on my side hobby, instead of, well, doing this. I mean, this is my hobby. But when I do play other games other than just Minecraft, I've been playing a lot of just racing games. And if you do want to check that and go see me talk and, ramble my mind off, go check out that. The links are in my bio and my description. And then another thing, and I might play like some other games with some other streamers and stuff like that and so on. I mean, I do a lot, and I just streamed like 4 hours, like literally just now. I was playing Unturned with some friends, and oh my gosh, they are hilarious. You can kind of see some clips from them in my Discord if you go to the Clips and Highlights channel. They're kind of fucking hilarious. And then another thing I wanted to say, one of you guys asked from the specs on my PC. And if you want that, just let me know in the comments, and I'll type them out in the comments. You guys know you're probably just like, why not just tell it to us now? I'm only gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it if it's just one person, because that's a lot of extra time that I have to do. You know, so if it was just one, if it was more than one person that wants it, then yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll tell you guys. But yeah, just let me know. I like feedback and so on. Sorry, this episode was kind of a weird one. I was just sat here talking the entire time, but really overall, I just want to say thank you guys. Yeah, we're at 100 and like what 5 subscribers, and just really thank you from. I mean, love all of you guys equally. It's just. I just didn't think this would happen so fast. I thought it was going to be a lot more months and so on before this was going to happen. But, I mean, hey, it happened fairly quick. So, yeah, thank you. And, you know, ask questions. Interact with me. I really love to hear feedback. I want to interact with you. I want to do a lot, and I want a lot of people. So, yeah, check out my streams and check out other side content that I have. And if you have any other game recommendations, let me know. I will definitely do it. And also, the Minecraft SMP is coming out here soon. Maybe in like a week or 2. So, be ready. Oh, and also, sorry, I almost forgot. The subscriber special. So, that ended up not happening. What I was going to do is I was going to take a picture of every single person's profile picture and make it into a collage and make that my banner on YouTube. And I just really wanted to show how much I really appreciate all of you guys. But only like 20% of all of y'all actually have your setting where you can show the amount of people like that you subscribe to or what people you subscribe to. And so because you have that off, I can't see if you're subscribed to me or not, because that means that I'm looking at your channel and seeing if you're subscribed to anybody, but I can't see that because you have that setting turned off. So there was only like 20 people, and I didn't want it to seem like I was picking favorites or any specials or anything of that. So I just ended up not doing it and leaving it there. And if you guys do want to do any art or anything like that for me, then let me know. Like, I'm okay with it. I'll like give you my honest opinion. And I'm completely okay with it. Interact with me, do whatever. But yeah, sorry, I've been kind of rambling on. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. And I really hope you do enjoy this series. So yeah, I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next episode. Yeah, goat!